What's going on YouTube? This is Madre57, and in today's video I'm bringing you a tier list. So in today's tier list I am going to be ranking all of the Call of Duty Zombies maps, and that's going to be including every Zombies game across Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward. So I've played all of these maps at least once. I'm a huge Zombies fan. It's something I grew up on. It's kind of what got me into Call of Duty in the first place. So I'll be ranking all of these. There are a few maps in here that I don't recognize or that I've maybe have never played. So that being said, let's go ahead and drop into it. Alright, so I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The reason I'm doing today's video is simply because here lately I haven't really been able to get a win on Warzone, and I figured I should just go back to my roots and play zombies, do zombies content. It's stuff that I've always wanted to do. It's stuff that, you know, that I always looked forward to doing. So that being said, I'm going to be doing all these zombie maps and I'm going to rank them all. I'm going to start with Treyarch games because those are the ones I'm most familiar with, and then I'll move on to Infinite Warfare because those are second most familiar with, and then I'll go ahead and go to Advanced Warfare, and then lastly World War II. And those are kind of how I rank them in terms of what company did the best with zombies. So starting out, I'm gonna go Shangri-La. Shangri-La is a good map, but it is a bit difficult, but it's got to be one of the most beautiful maps. So I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. The aesthetics of the map really carry it heavily. Yeah, so that being said, it's a B tier. Moon. I'm also going to say this is a B tier map. Moon was incredibly fun to play, and it introduced some of the best wonder weapons ever. And it had a great Easter egg. The Easter egg ending was arguably the best Easter egg ending ever. Now moving on to Nocturne Toten, straight into F. Every version of Nocturne Toten is going to go into F. And I don't say that because it's a bad map. I'm saying that because it doesn't have that much to it. There's not much to do on it past round 10, 15, 20. So yeah, that's going to go into F. Verrückt is my favorite map from World at War in general. That is my favorite map. So it's going automatically into A tier. Now I understand that it is actually not, you know, the greatest map ever. So I am going to acknowledge that, and I'm going to put it in A tier. Shinonuma, this map is trash. I don't care what you think about it, this map is trash. Don't have fun playing it. It's not that innovative. It's quite boring, to be honest. Darius. Every version of Darius is going to go into S tier. It's amazing. It's just one of the greatest maps, one of the most innovative maps, and it's definitely the most replayable map of all time, I believe. So original Nocturne Toten going down here, and I'll rank all these in order as to, you know, best to worst in each category, so don't get trippy on that. I'm gonna go ahead and add a tier, so add a row below, add a row below. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one D tier, and then on this one I'm gonna make it that's weird. Is it glitching out for you guys? Don't know. Okay, it's glitching out a bit on my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there because that's gonna irritate me. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put these in don't know because I've never seen them or heard of them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put them right in there. Transit, the most controversial zombies map of all time. It was destined for greatness, ahead of its time, and because of that, it's a C tier map. Had it come out on this generation of consoles and with, you know, our PCs that we can now run higher graphic games and higher resolution games on, it'd be arguably S tier, possibly A tier. C tier. I did have a lot of fun on it, so I'll put it in C tier. Bus Depot. I think I'm gonna put all of these into D tier. No, they're going into F tier actually. I can't treat these maps. Actually, I'll put town in D tier. I can't treat these maps worse or better than the OG maps from Black Ops 1 and World at War. So yeah, those are gonna go into F. Town will go into D. Nuketown, fun to play, good to get some games and rounds in, good to warm up on. That's about it. Nothing innovative about the map. It's just reused assets with a zombies theme thrown on it. Die Rise. If I could make a tier lower than F, it would be in that tier. And it would probably be in it by itself. Mob of the Dead, straight to S tier. Buried, straight to S tier. Actually, okay, so I think I'm going to put Darius in A tier. And I'm also going to put Buried in S tier. Or A tier. So I'm going to put like my top 5 up in S tier. Because I feel like those maps only deserve that kind of treatment. And then everything else, you know, will go accordingly. Origins, S tier. Those, you know, Mob of the Dead, Origins, they don't need explaining. Arguably some of the best maps ever. And I don't even want to say Treyarch history. I don't even want to say Call of Duty history. I just want to say game developer history. Those two maps are damn near perfect. Verrucht. Obviously, you guys know how I feel about it, so that's going straight into A tier. I'm going to skip over those maps for now. Shadows of Evil, S tier. No secret there. The Giant, A tier. Black Ops 3's The Giant was arguably the funnest. I had a lot of fun with my friends on there. It's still a map that we go back and play every now and then, just when we get bored or something, like when we want to have a chill game and have fun. So we go back on there. Dead Ops Arcade, I'm going to wait and rank those ones at the very end because I haven't played Dead Ops Arcade all that much. Like I said, I have played them before. And looking at this, I see Dead Ops Arcade 1 and 2. Okay, there's 3. Okay, cool. So moving on, Der Eisendrache. This is man, this is really an F tier map. I'm not gonna lie. Psych, straight up to S tier. That map was fucking beautiful. It was perfect. Zetsubo no Shima. This map gets a lot of hate. Well deserved in certain aspects. It's a B tier map. It captures the fear. It captures a scary likeness to it. The destination is also very unique. The colorway was good. The map had way too many doors though. The Easter egg was really just getting 3 cogs. That's really it. The boss fight was incredibly easy. And the Thrashers were really annoying. I will say that because they could almost insta down you without Jug. I believe they could insta down you without Jug. Guard Krovi, A tier map. Beautiful map. Great Easter egg. Although it's my most frustrating Easter egg simply because it crashes on me all the time. I've tried speedrunning it. I've tried doing it solo, duo, trio, full squad, and for some reason it just likes to crash on me. And even when I did complete the Easter egg and I played a couple extra rounds, I didn't get the gate worm for it, and I'm on PlayStation. I'm not, you know, on Xbox nor PC, so it's kind of like PlayStation problem, I guess. But it is what it is. I've kind of moved on from it. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and try it, but yeah, not for me, bro. Revelations. I know what they were trying to do here. They did it well, but it's just it's a bunch of reused assets with, you know, a certain skybox. That's really it. I enjoy playing it more than Nuketown and Town. I enjoy playing it more than Transit. Not sure if I like playing it more than Shangri-La or Moon though. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. Shinonuma. Dog shit. Don't like it. Nocturne Toten. Like I said, going into F tier. Not because it's bad, but I'm tempted to kind of just only put one version of every map in. What do you guys think? Should I do that? I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Let's go ahead and add a row below. And then we'll go ahead and put remakes / remaster, or let's just say remasters, because there are actual remakes. So let me go through here. Let me change this color to purple. Let's do purple. And then we'll change this color to pink. And then we'll change this color to let's do blue. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and go through, put them all in there. So I'm gonna put the original ones where I think they belong. So Darius and Verrucht. Okay. I'm gonna leave the giant in there because it did feel like a new map. I mean, I'm gonna leave the giant in there because it did have continuity for the Easter egg. Verrucht goes down here. Grovi. I don't see anything. BO1. So, oh yeah, there we go. BO1. BO1. BO3. I think that's it. Okay. Go in here. Go in here. Is this BO3? I think that's BO3. 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 Origins BO3. Darius. A tier. Okay. Oh, I've almost gone through all of the Treyarch maps. Voyage of Despair. This is okay, so I'm gonna quickly explain why most of the BO4 maps are going into D tier. They are beautiful maps, like aesthetically pleasing, great colorways. The guns were okay, but the problem that BO4 had was too many boss zombies. The changing of the HUD, the health system, and the pack-a-punch system. Those are like my 4 major gripes with BO4. So any BO4 map is just gonna go into D tier. That like most of them, I should say, because there are some great ones. So Kino, the most overrated map of all time, and it's a C tier map, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a C tier map. But I do like playing it more than Kino, so I'm gonna go ahead and put I like playing Kino more than I like playing Zetsubo, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Zetsubo in C tier. I'm gonna put Shangri-La in C tier as well. Actually, I think Kino's a B tier map. It's still incredibly overrated, though. I'm gonna put Zetsubo back at B because it's a beautiful map. Easy Easter egg, just kind of takes a while. My final S tier map, 9. One of the most perfect maps of all time. Great open spaces to train. The Easter egg was good. The characters were interesting to me. This map had so many boss zombies, and I think it's necessary to have that many. The Wonder Weapon I thought was good. I see a lot of people hate on it. I like the Wonder Weapon, and I've made, you know, around 70 and 80 runs on it. Never went for 100 because I just didn't have the time to. So yeah, Blood of the Dead. I'm so tempted to put Blood of the Dead in F tier. There was a lot of unused areas in the map, like people wouldn't go back to them. The Blunder Gat though, the Acid Gat and the Magma Gat, those were great. I loved the Magma Gat. Magma Gat could make a run for its money in terms of one of the best wonder weapons ever. It was a beautiful map in terms of aesthetics and colorway. Map layout, not so much. Characters are beloved. I'm gonna put Blood of the Dead above Voyage. I'll go back through and rearrange them. I just did that because I needed to justify my decision there. Classified, B tier map. It's a great map. Dead of the Night, F tier. I don't care. Beautiful map, but the whole map just fucking sucked. Didn't play well. Ancient Evil, B tier map. I think Ancient Evil was a B tier map. It kind of copied 9's style in terms of the history lesson, I should say. The Easter egg was fun, and it reminded me a lot of like Der Eisendrache and Origins with the different elemental wonder weapons. So yeah, that's definitely a B tier map for me. Alpha Omega was super lazy. It is fun to play though. I do go back and play it. Not often, but every now and then. It's a D tier map, I think. Yeah. Togder Toten. It's another D tier map, bro. Felt super lazy, and it had our beloved, you know, transit crew in it. Which would be... Okay, so don't judge me, but I believe, because like it's been a while since I've played zombies thoroughly, like in terms of older games, because I play Cold War a lot. But wouldn't that be our Victus crew? Yeah, that's our Victus crew. Okay, yeah. And then Primus is our Origins crew, and Ultimus is our Duris crew. Okay. Let's see. 5. It had a lot of flaws, man. It really did. I think I can justify putting it at D tier. Because it was fun to play with friends. It wasn't that great looking of a map, but I think that's just because of the console generation that we were on. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Ascension, straight up, yeah, B tier. Definitely funner than these 3. Ascension was like my first Easter egg. Obviously, it was the first Easter egg in any Treyarch game. So that one was fun. It introduced the monkey rounds. I thought that was unique. I liked the fact that PhD Flopper was on the map. That was great. Yeah, Call of the Dead, arguably my favorite map from Black Ops 1. Is it an A tier though? I'm gonna put it in B tier, and maybe whenever I'm rearranging everything from best to worst, it could change to A tier. I loved the characters. I loved George Romero. I loved the scenery. Felt unique. The wonder weapons sucked ass though. They really did. So yeah, that's gonna stay right there. For now. Firebase Z. Now here's my gripe about Cold War Zombies. Cold War Zombies has this issue that it is the most replayable in terms of the zombies and like your goals. Um, so it's definitely super replayable in that sense, but it doesn't have the replayability. I don't feel the need or the desire to hop on, Firebase Z or Dia Machina or even Outbreak right now. Like, but I could hop on Origins, Buried, Mob of the Dead. I could hop on those right now and have fun. So maybe that's a nostalgia thing for me. But regardless, I think Firebase Z is a super solid map. I think it's really unique. We're on an island, except this time around, it's a lot brighter than like Zetsubo no Shima, and the boss fight was kind of cool. It was a little too easy, especially now with the ballistic knives out. So yeah, I think Firebase Z is a solid B tier map. I'm happy with putting it at B tier, and I'm gonna say the same about DM Machine. I played this map more than Firebase Z, but because I grinded in season 1 super hard for Die Machine, so yeah, that's going in B tier. Now we have our Dead Ops arcade games. It's kind of unfair to rank these because they're all essentially the same, man. I'm gonna put them all in C tier. No. Honestly, I don't feel right not putting them in F tier. I want to put them in C tier just because they are fun, but putting them in C tier says they're better than all these maps down here. First of all, I don't even know these ones, but I'm talking, these two categories here. Now, I would much rather play these maps over Dead Ops Arcade. So I'm gonna put them at F tier, and not to mention they're developed only by one guy, I'm pretty sure. So it's not like a ton of work goes into it, but I do appreciate that the guy does this. It's a fun mode if you want to change things up a bit, but it's just not a necessary mode. So it's just something in F tier for me. Okay, so let's move on to Infinite Warfare. Zombies in Spaceland, A tier. Really fun map, good layout, good concept, crazy, goofy characters, and a great boss fight. I love the boss fight. Raven the Redwoods. Raven the Redwoods. That's a C tier map for me. The boss fight, no, it was forgettable. The Easter egg was a little lackluster. Didn't like it all that much. It was a good map. If you want to just go and hop on it and play it. Yeah, that being said, I think it's just a mid-tier map, to be honest. I think I would rather play Raven the Redwoods. Dude, I have the weirdest issue with my speech. Please don't judge me. So yeah, it's going to go in there. So Shaolin Shuffle, according to this, Shaolin Shuffle. I didn't enjoy this one that much. It was a fun, unique boss fight, but aside from that, not really a fan. Attack of the Radioactive Thing. This one, I'm gonna say it's also C tier. I don't think any map except for Spaceland goes into like above B tier. Beast from Beyond, D tier. I'm happy with putting it at D tier. Okay, so that's it for... Okay. Outbreak. Now, was this the first map? Does anybody... Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the first map. Infection was the second. Yeah, Outbreak was the first map. I actually had a lot of fun on Outbreak. I played it a lot when it came out. Advanced Warfare is one of my favorite CODs of all time. I think it's an A tier COD, not necessarily an S tier COD. So yeah, I'm gonna put Outbreak at C tier. Infection. This one was okay. I didn't like how you had to save the humans or citizens, civilians, whatever. The crocodile was cool. That was very unique. Everybody just calls this map Burger Town. D tier. Carrier, I think it's a B tier map, and so is Descent. Yeah, I'd rather play these maps over these maps down here. No diss to Treyarch, because they make some beautiful, great fucking games, because I would rather play any one of these S tier maps for the rest of my life over anything below A tier. Aside maybe Buried. If I did put another map into S tier, Buried goes in there. That's about it. I think Buried would only make it in there. Fun map. I think it's my 6th favorite. I think Gorod would be 7th, but okay. Yeah. So now we will move on to the worst COD zombies of all time. Final Reich. I actually really enjoyed Final Reich. I don't think I would want to play it over Town. I'd want to play it over any of these maps down here, though. I'm going to put it at D tier. Groston House. This one was fun. Again, like Nocturne and Toten, not much to do. F tier. Darkest Shore, worst map on World War II. F tier. I just, the fog ruined the fuck out of that. The Shadowed Throne. Oh, I'm trying to remember these now. Okay, if the Shadowed Throne is what I think it is, then I'm going to also put that in D tier. Tortured Path. No, F tier. I did not like these two maps right here. World War II Zombies just wasn't it. Okay, for the sake of this video not being a half-hour long, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, and then I'll go ahead and rank these from best to worst, in my opinion, within each category. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so here is my updated best to worst list. So this is definitively my top 6 maps of all time. They are subject to change because sometimes I would do this. I would say for sure though, these two are solidified as number 1, number 2. Origins will forever be my number 1, so that's gonna stay there. Now 9, I think, is more of a favorite than Shadows and Buried. So I did move Buried up into the S tier, so I'm comfortable with that. Gorod's the best of A tier. Classified as the best of B tier. Yeah, that's about right. So I didn't catch that. Classified, I would say, is the best of B tier. Yeah, I like this. I think I'd put Ascension right there, actually. Yeah, I like that. C tier, Revelations, I have the most fun on for C tier. Outbreak, second most fun. D tier, this one was a bit more challenging because it was kind of like, I don't know, man. It's like how to choose the worst without choosing the worst, because worst is obviously right here. So Nuketown is the funnest out of all of these maps. I like that. I like the way I have it here. Yeah. And then going into F tier, I'm going to say Noct is the best of the worst because it's the most enjoyable in this category. I would rather play the Dead Ops arcade games over these maps here. Now, I know I did say Die Rise is the worst map in Treyarch history. I don't count these two as maps, so it's kind of tough to like put this above. But Shinonuma, I would say, is also like a top 3 worst zombies maps from Treyarch. thing is it was super fun in terms of using the wonder weapon. So I remember that. It was good for training, good for high rounds. I didn't have the falling off issue that much, so I'm gonna put it at second worst here, or second best in the worst. Yeah, I think the absolute worst zombies map in history is the Darkest Shore. That map was not fucking fun at all. But yeah, guys, here's my tier list. Here, I'll get it perfectly in the shot because I do have to get a thumbnail. Yep, I'm happy with this. I wish it did have Outbreak from Cold War, because that does have more replayability than a lot of these maps, and I think it would be top of B tier, I would say, in this area for sure. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I think this is for sure my definitive list, my tier list here. If you made it all the way through here at the end, I just want to let you guys know that on the weekends it is my family time, so I do spend a lot more time with my family on here on the weekends. I have fights on Saturdays that I watch, so it's more of a busier schedule when it comes to weekends. So I might do tier lists on the weekends from now on, maybe like Sunday uploads. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the Call of Duty games next. I think that's something I want to do because I have some controversial hot takes when it comes to those games. So that being said, if you guys like today's video, make sure to drop a like, comment down below what you think of my tier list, and tell me what your top 5 favorite zombies maps of all time are. Share this video amongst your friends, see what they think. Let me know what they think in the comments, and to them, I want you to let me know what you think. And hit that bell for post notifications so you never miss uploads like this. I am going to be getting to more zombies content, hopefully within the next zombies update. If you guys want to see me do some zombie streams just to chill, hang back, do whatever, let me know what you guys want me to make. I am down to make any kind of content for YouTube. I'm here to, enjoy what I do and please viewers for their entertainment. So yeah, thanks guys.